I mean, there is so much out there on EI. You just do a Google search, you will be inundated with hits. Some of the ones I think that would be relevant for this audience, and including to what Vicky has mentioned. So we belong to an organization called Genos International. We have a blog. We have a series of webinars in addition to the training that we do. In fact, there's a terrific one coming up tomorrow on sleep. So signing up for that, if you just go to Genos International or you get in touch with us, you might even be able to put it into the chat. You can sign up for some of those series that we do. Now, we've done those series here in East Africa. In fact, we have a huge series coming up that's being done just by practitioners here in East Africa coming up in a few months. So Genos International. Brene Brown is a favorite around the world. She is a thought leader, particularly in the areas of emotional intelligence. So anything by Brene Brown. She has a blog, she's got a YouTube channel, she's on LinkedIn, she's on every social media platform. Some of the others, there is an organization that was started by a former senior manager at Google. Actually, Google developed this as a way to help their teams. And it's called the SILI Institute, SIYLI, Search Inside Yourself Leadership Institute. So if you enter that, they're doing, and then they separated from Google and they're being run as a separate institute. They do tremendous work in the areas of emotional intelligence, the SIYLI. And then finally, Yale University also has a whole department that does a lot of work on emotional intelligence. They have webinars, they have, all sorts of activities that you can get involved in. So if you enter Yale University Emotional Intelligence, that should give you a number of links, particularly, and they deal with young people. Yeah.
Great.
Can I add one more?
Yes, sure.
I've just thought of one. Most of the things that bring us stress are perceived. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. A powerful book by Dale Carnegie.
Thank you so much. So I'm looking through the chat and I think we have covered all the questions. I don't see any more questions. Unless somebody has a burning one, I'll just give one person. If you have one question that you must ask before we end this, please unmute your mic and just go ahead. I'll just give one person. Anybody? If there's none, our panelists will just give us their closing remarks.
I'll close by saying you attract what you think. Think positive and you'll see positive results. Because you can either say opportunity is nowhere, which is the same word. You can read it, opportunity is now here. Just depends on your mind. Thank you.
Powerful. Thank you. Vicky?
One of the things I say is you're probably going to live, who knows, you could die tomorrow, you could live 5 years, you could live 10, you could live 20, you could live 100. So that's why they say the best time to start is now. Because, I mean, some people look at it like, oh my goodness, where am I even landing? I'm too old for this. But what if you have another 10 years? What are you going to do? So the best time is now. If you truly want to develop yourself, Derek has it. Develop the knowledge, understand what it is, start practicing it. You can only get better if you start practicing. You can't regress backwards. And the fruits that you will get are, you have no idea. They're great. You will have better relationships. You will have better working relationships. You will deliver better at what you do, and you will have better peace of mind. Everything is better, better, better.
Great. Derek, you can close it for us.
Mike Tyson, epic boxer, said, and I quote, "Everybody has a plan until they get hit." Our world changed in March of last year. We were inundated with this black swan of an event. Now, whether it's here to stay or not, I cannot be the judge of that. However, for us as human beings who inhabit this wonderful planet, it's not about going back in a time machine and wishing that event didn't happen. It's about dealing with that situation and everything that it has brought on us, whether we are at home, whether we are running businesses, whether we are working, whether we are in school, our lives have been disrupted. Whatever plans you might have had have been changed. It's not what happens to you that matters, it is how you react to it. And emotional intelligence, to me, is one of the skills that we need to work on in order to be able to face this uncertain future. I remember a word being used or bandied around a lot at the beginning of the crisis, the health crisis, and that word was apocalypse. Now, the definition of apocalypse is the end of the world. However, the Greek definition of the word apocalypse, so in the Greek language, apocalypse is a revelation of things to come. What is this going to reveal that you have in terms of your emotional intelligence, your self-awareness, your awareness of others, your empathy, your compassion, your gratitude, your resilience, all of these wonderful things that we talk about today. Stand up and be counted.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, Derek, Vicky, Monique. We really appreciate your time and just giving us your time and sharing your wisdom with us this entire afternoon for almost 2.5 hours. We really do appreciate. We thank you. We hope everybody leaves once you leave here, you live better, understanding emotional intelligence better, having some tools. There's many recommendations that have been given of how we can grow ourselves. And really, we can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you so much. So over to you, Lorraine, so that we can wrap it up.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. Gosh, I've written so many pages, notes. I've just been overwhelmed, and this has been amazing. And I really want to say a big thank you to our panelists, to our keynote speaker. This has been really, really enlightening, coming from the morning session of mental health and well-being to now even having a deeper understanding of who am I, or understanding, who am I in every situation that I face every day. And I really want to say thank you for all the insights that you've given us this afternoon. It's absolutely amazing. And especially for young people, and even for us, some of us who are much, much older, who no longer qualify to be called youth, it's been really good to see where can I plug in and what can I deal with. And we are dealing with so much, like Derek has said, and how do I then apply this to myself to help myself cope better. So I think emotional intelligence was such a powerful topic for us to add this afternoon. I will invite Wilson now to give the vote of thanks, and remind you that tomorrow morning we will be tackling ICT innovation, and we will be sharing that poster out from 9:30 in the morning.